hope this thing works. Hi everyone. Sorry about the first stream kind of messing up.
Sorry about
God damn it, I forgot to turn that off. Well, I'm glad the audio works, because I don't know how many of you noticed, but I got a new tablet. Problem is, I didn't realize that it didn't come with a place to plug in my mic. But guess that's a problem to fix at some other point. How are you all doing today? I cannot tell whether or not I can't tell whether or not the chat is working. Like, I can see it on my phone, but for some reason I'm not seeing it on my tablet. Oh well. I'm doing pretty well with the new tablet. It's definitely bigger, and it makes video editing a lot easier. Problem is, lately it's been actually kind of noisy at night because of the neighbors, so I haven't been able to record. So the video that I'm technically done editing, I just need to put the last bit of audio to, I can't seem to record. Luckily, I'm all alone this weekend, so hopefully I can get it done at some point when my sister's dog isn't scratching at my door wanting attention. Teenage dirtbag. Wait, where's Morbid? Morbid, get your butt in here. Yep. Morbid's not here. Also, I don't know why, but the chat's not showing up on, like, the screen. So I'm just gonna have to remember to read these out loud, and I'm gonna get to drawing. I've gotten 3 requests so far, one of them being a buy me a coffee one. So I'm gonna do that one first. And hopefully nothing goes wrong, because I'm alone this weekend, that means that hopefully the internet won't quit on me while I'm trying to stream for once. Also, this little thingy in the corner right here, this is a new feature that I found out that Ibis Paint has, and it's made video work a lot easier, since a lot of the speed paints that I watch that are actually really good are ones that have a little, not reference one, but basically shows like what's going on the screen when the person's zooming in. And I've always liked that, but other than Ibis Paint, I haven't had anything to do that with. But luckily they got this little reference window now. Teenage dirtbag. Desi, how I've missed giving you flirty compliments. See, I have to have my volume turned down so I can't hear the chat pings. And the chat's not showing up on the screen, which I don't know why. It's probably an old setting that I already had, like, figured out at some point earlier, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. See, this is what happens when you use a device for so long and then you get a new one. You completely forget what sort of things you have to, like, what sort of things you had to fix to your preference, and what things, like, can't, like, come pre-installed. Sort of like how it's been such a long time since I've done a stream that I completely forgot with the first one that I have to click a little button to make it so that what's recording is the screen and not my face. That scared the crap out of me, and I literally had to duck out of the way of the camera as I turned it off. Radio Boy. Yeah, I've set up and reset up Krita like 5 times. Yep, so that's definitely something fun, huh? Like, yeah. So hopefully by the time of next stream, not only will I have like the Wi-Fi to be able to do it, but it'll also be a quiet weekend to where people won't be bugging me. Oh, darn it. One thing I had to fix while, like as soon as I got my new tablet and I had everything installed, one of the first things I did was to make sure, like, all the little things with Ibis Paint were set in place. One thing I completely forgot that was a thing was, like, with one Ibis Paint setting is that you can double tap the screen to make something either like the little go button as a quick little go back button or go forward button. And as a result, because I completely forgot that existed, I only focused on like having the little reference window in the corner and like making sure everything else that I could automatically see was in place. So while I was trying to draw the other day, it completely slipped my mind that existed. So I would accidentally, my fingers would accidentally brush against the tablet screen and something would get erased and I had no idea what was going on. So I had to go and fix that, but it took me 2 days to realize that was the problem since I completely forgot that feature existed. Also, hi Mushy, glad you can make it. I have no idea where Dave is. Can you go into Discord and yell at him for me? And almost the entire arson crew is here. Great. Oh, I did not tell you guys what I was drawing, did I? I don't know how many of you are into Pokemon. I know that's a very random thing that I got into because of my Twitter and Tumblr dash telling me, hey, check out Pokemon for some reason. But anyways, I also don't know if Elliot's here or not, but if he is, he knows what I'm drawing. So the other day, more stuff on the new Pokemon games were released, and both me and Elliot absolutely ended up adoring one of the new characters. So I'm drawing, I think his name is pronounced Jacques, or Jacques or something. I don't know, it's got a weird spelling. And we ended up shipping him with one of the Subway Masters, Ingo, who was from, I think, Gen 6? Like, he's an older character. And we both ended up just really liking the potential dynamic they could have, though we don't know pretty much anything about Jacques other than the fact that he's a school teacher and he is very messy. He's a very messy boy, but we love him. So because Elliot ended up doing a coffee request, I'm drawing that first. But there are 2 other requests that I'm drawing. And as always, I'm going to try and keep this under an hour just because of Like, it's been a while, so I don't want to overexert my throat. Because I have a lot of recording to do tonight when everybody's asleep. And by everybody, I mean everyone potentially in my neighborhood. Because, like, I would have done it earlier, but earlier some neighbors were moving stuff, so it was loud even with my window closed. So there's that. Melody the Bunny finally got money for Flip-A-Clip, so now I can animate with more layers. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad. Morbid Mushroom, I've disrupted Davey now to wait for him to respond. Theanmo, Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet. Okay, little fact about Scarlet and Violet other than the fact that they have absolutely amazing character designs that get fucked over when it comes to 3D models. I really love most of the red legendaries. That's why I usually get, like, even though blue's my favorite color, I usually get the ones with the red color, like either red names or like will potentially have a red color palette. But like, even though I do love the way the new legendaries look in the new game, I got the red one, but then I saw the blue one, and I really love the design of the blue legendary a lot more. So I kind of complained to my older sister about it, and she was going to get Violet anyways. So we're just gonna swap games because I really want the blue legendary. I want the blue one. Like, usually I like the red designs best, but nope, with this generation, they got a better blue design. Morbid Mushroom, he's active. I don't know why he's not in stream. He was active when I first checked. Okay, I'm gonna have to... I had planned to look up Jacques' design just to make sure I was getting it correctly, but because of that, that means that I'm gonna have to step away from chat real quick. So apologies if I don't respond to any questions at the moment. Jacqueline. Okay, it's definitely pronounced Jack or Jack. I'm just gonna say Jack. I hate pronouncing names sometimes. I hate it. Anyways, if you look up the design for Jack, you can definitely tell what kind of teacher he is. He's wearing sandals, he's wearing torn up pants, he's wearing an oversized shirt and a lab coat that he has to have the sleeves rolled up, so I'm guessing it's oversized. He's also got very messy hair. So you can definitely tell what kind of teacher he is. Definitely possibly a good teacher, at least I'm hoping. And I mean good as in, like, he actually knows how to teach his students, not like, he's not I'm not hoping that, I don't know where I'm going with this. I lost my train of thought. Because my mouth doesn't want to make words. Also, a lot of the characters for this generation, they got some long eyelashes. And I definitely don't hate it because I love drawing long eyelashes. His hair is going to give me a headache, though. I love Ingo and his little cat smile. And all of them say long eyelashes in the chat. You can all call me Lynn, by the way. I changed my YouTube name because I was bored. Oh, it's Lynn! I was wondering where you were for a second. I wasn't sure who. Thanks. Sorry I'm late. Welcome back, Desi. Thank you! Morbid Mushroom. I don't care much for Pokemon, but I'm obsessed with the character with the blue and the red hair. They look like a Tumblr user. Oh, Penny! I love Penny! I don't like her ancestor or her potential ancestor. He's an absolute asshat. I could not get through his dialogue when I was Legends of Arceus, but I have seen playthroughs of it, and Melly, the character that she's potentially related to distantly through time, he's annoying. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I could not, even while listening to somebody else read his dialogue, I could not get through it. Penny, I love Penny. I love the way she looks. I love her giant backpack. I love the little Pustle and Minus like leggings she has and the way that it matches her hair. I really hope that she is an electric type user. I thought, Teenage Dirtbag, I thought y'all knew. I did not know. I'm sorry. IT at LT. LT, I'm just going to say your username is LT because fuck. Whatever the one with green hair, with the green hair and the little eyes was called, he was my favorite. Aw, that's cute. Not sure who you're talking about though. Do you mean Silent? If it's Silent, then yeah, I agree. Silent is absolutely adorable. He's a sweet boy. I love him. A little quick thing. I do not like. There's in both the anime, the game, and the manga. You never, ever, absolutely ever see the twins without their fucking hats. So I don't. And there are so many different takes on how these two might style their hair. And it's there's so many options. I never know what to draw, what kind of hairstyle to draw either of them with. Oh geez, I'm already starting to get a crick in the neck. Mushy, by the way, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that out loud. It's going to just stay lost in the chat once this speed paint is, once this stream is over. It's just going to be lost in the chat. I'm not going to read that out loud. Oh, god damn it. Drink water, Desi. I don't care if you're right. Mushy, I do not care if you're right, and I am drinking, don't worry, Lynn, I am drinking water. I'm staying hydrated. I'm not Dave. I know how to stay hydrated. I'm not reading it out loud, shut up. And I am looking at her. It's probably true. It's most definitely probably true. I'm still not saying it out loud. I'm not reading it out loud and no one can make me. Literally, the only way I would ever read that out loud is if somebody paid me to do it. But even then, I wouldn't do it until the very end of the stream when I was about to cut out, so that way I only say half of it. Desi, have you seen my art on Tumblr? No, I have not. At least I don't think so. Morbid Mushroom. She dyed the front of her hair red because she's a Todoroki simp. I'm pretty sure her hair is like that naturally. Like, in Pokemon, you can never tell who's got dyed hair and who's got natural fucking hair. It's like with My Little Pony and Mare who dyes her hair gray. Another thing, I have no idea. Like, I'm still not sure how I want to freaking draw the front of the twins' hair. Like, they're weird Cybern things. It's so hard to draw. Slips Desi, 5 cents. That's not enough to make me say it. 5 cents is not enough to make me say that out loud. I'm not saying it out loud. I've read it. You guys know what it says. But I'm not reading it out loud. You can't make me. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I keep wanting to draw a reaction image for it. That's why I haven't answered that ask yet. But I don't have the motivation to draw things sometimes. Ignore that. Morbid Mushroom. The Mare and My Little Pony had a good reason to dye her hair. That shade of pink looks hideous with her coat. Yes, I know that. I fully agree with that. But my point is that you can't fucking tell who's got dyed hair and whose hair color is natural. It's the same exact thing for Pokemon. Have you seen some of their hairstyles? Have you seen some of the color combinations? Look up Jacques. His name is spelled, I'm putting it in the chat. Look him up, and you tell me whether or not you can tell if his hair is dyed or naturally that way. Because either one could be right, either one could be wrong. It's like literally until they tell us whether or not their hair is dyed within the Wikipedia articles or Bulbapedia, you won't be able to tell. So, by the way, everybody, Jacques from Cinderella. Oh god. See, I keep pronouncing it with a pseudo something. I'm guessing it would be called pseudo, like French, pseudo French accent. By the way, little fact, has anybody noticed how many, like, Pokemon characters don't fucking have eyebrows? That's always gonna throw me off. Damn it! Wrong thing. Radio Boy. It looks like natural hair, to be honest, but I'm not sure. See, that's the thing. He looks so messy that you could probably guess that it's natural hair, because he doesn't even look like he has the time to brush his hair properly. But because it's Pokemon, you can't freaking tell whether or not his hair is a natural color or not. It's similar with Emmett and Ingo, like their eyes and their hair are gray. One person actually, like, before some colored art of them came out, like when they were just reading the comics, thought that they were blonde. Which was it? Like, it's a pretty, that's a pretty, I can't think of the word. Like, it's good and I can't say words today. This is why I record shit ahead of time. But anyways, my point is, colors in Pokemon, you can never tell whether they're natural or not. So you honestly can't tell whether or not a character, like, you could meet that character in person and they'll tell you that that even though their hair is dyed, if it's your first time meeting them, they can tell you that their hair is completely natural that way, and you'll just believe them. Because, like Jacques, for instance, he's got two-toned hair, which means that possibly parts of his hair are one color, or that it looks like the roots are pink, are like purple in some places. So, like, first time meeting him, you could probably he could tell you that his hair is naturally that way, and you'll just have to believe him. I don't know where I was going with this. I think I have a weird, fascination and vendetta against, unnatural hair colors depending on the context of them. Like, there are some anime, there's some anime where hair color will be brought up, like a lot of the times when they're referring to a foreigner, they'll automatically, assume they're a foreigner because they got naturally blonde hair or whatever. But then you turn your head, and right next to this other schoolgirl is her friend that's completely Japanese, but she'll also have blonde hair, and it'll be completely natural. And I'm like, how does that make any sense? In, the world, the biology in that world allows any kind of hair color, but you're automatically assuming somebody's a foreigner because they have blonde hair, while your completely Japanese friend that's standing right next to you has pale blonde hair, just like that foreigner. I don't know, it's one of those things where, depending on the context, I hate it. And depending on the context, I love it. That's a tangent that I didn't think I would get into. Okay, I've already got 2 fucking whats. Teenage dirtbag. I like hearing Desi rant about things. It's funny. Shoosh. I like shiny Pokemon. Just to change the subject. I like shiny Pokemon. I like the fact that they're taking stuff like that into consideration, because apparently the way shiny Pokemon are made naturally is because a Pokemon had a baby with a Ditto. Which I like that, because Ditto's supposed to be a failed experiment or whatever. So yeah, that makes sense that the kid of a failed experiment would have a weird color palette. Which I like. I like that. I like it when they bring actual biology into consideration. Don't fill the chat up with whats. God damn it. What is with you? What is with the people who watch me? Why are you like this? Why are all of you like this? All of you go to jail. You're all going to jail. Yamba. Hi. Don't encourage them. You guys, don't encourage them. Morbid Mushroom. I love when fictional worlds have natural, fun hair colors. I love when characters have multi-hair colors naturally. I love when they have cool eye colors. I love it. I love it. I love it too. But again, it's one of those context things. Unless they're, in some stories I've read, they still have the whole, there's a certain color that's only seen in a certain region. One kingdom across the sea will have, naturally, a lot of the people there, common color will be the color purple, whether it's purple eyes or purple hair. So yeah, that makes sense. That part of it makes sense. If another kingdom doesn't have, the people there just evolved to not have the color purple as naturally as another kingdom, yeah, that makes sense. But in the context of what I was saying earlier, that doesn't make sense. Because it's not established that it just seems like these main characters are given wild hair colors But then they meet a new friend who's from, like, I guess in that anime specifically, the new girl was from France. And they say, yeah, she's definitely a foreigner. You can tell because she's got blonde hair. And again, sitting right next to these completely Japanese girls is another Japanese girl with naturally blonde hair. That's what gets me, and it, for some reason, always makes me so mad. Yamba, forgot you were streaming, sent something for later. Well, okay, I will check Discord later. This picture looks good on its own, and I know I should probably draw Jacques' glasses, but I don't want to. So I'm just going to draw some little hearts into the next thing. Or mushroom, it would make sense if she had a different hair texture. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense too. Except, again, like they brought up, like another thing they brought up was that she had blonde wavy hair, and another girl, in the same context, had wavy hair, and it was naturally like that. Sometimes you just can't count on who's ever writing the scripts for the animes to not take into, you can't always count on them to take that into account. Teenage Dirtbag, wait, I thought you didn't have Discord because it didn't work or something. I do have a Discord, but I have no idea how to, like, work it for, like, Twitch streams, because I have been asked about, like, having a Twitch, like, an art stream on Twitch. I can't get that to work. I do have a Discord account, and I have been asked to make, like, a public Discord. But, like, the whole public Discord thing is another thing. Like, I'm not sure how well I can manage that. It would, like, completely depend on, like, if I could get help from very specific people. But I can't really work, like, Twitch and Discord, like, for streams because, I don't, like, I have a little computer. She's very cute and I love her, but she's only serviceable for writing stories. I cannot, like, use her for streaming because she does not have a lot of room for that. If Dave's watching and he's not in chat, that's completely fine. I don't mind. Oh. Why is it I turn away for a second and you guys are already doing something else weird? Another thing I love about anime, well, not specifically anime, but any kind of media, is when they give them oddly shaped, like, eyes, like the pupils. I really like it when they give them, like, different eye shapes like that. It always looks good. 1 second, I think I need to let my cat in. She ran away as soon as I opened the window. Oh god, it's already been 30 fucking minutes. Okay, what was next? I think the next thing I was going to draw was Morby's ask. Or request. I'm going to draw it super simple, just a spider. But I know most people prefer my very simple style over my more detailed style, or my in-between style where it's kind of in-between detailed and not. To give a bit of context, I am drawing Tia and Rose. If you guys follow me on Tumblr or Twitter, you'll know that I have a kid. I have a kid named Tia, not an actual child, just an art kid. And she is very nice and sweet, and I love her. Morbid Mushroom, I like the simple style. You cannot hurt me. Lesbian time. A bit of story on Tia. She is based on Tiana from Princess and the Frog, because when it comes to certain medias, I do like basing characters off other characters as sort of a reference. And like basically her whole personality is she's kind of the straight man of the group. She's the responsible one because her friends are all completely crazy, but she loves them. Sometimes I do not know how I want to draw her hair. Like, I'm not good at frizzy hair, so I don't know why I torture myself. But it's definitely fun to learn a new thing. When it comes to clowns, there's absolutely nothing I can do to make Morby stop. I'm sorry. And before you ask, she is presumably not talking about Pennywise. She's talking about a completely different kind of group of killer clowns. And I do not mean killer clowns from outer space, even though they are technically killer clowns from outer space. What the What is it with horror genre and fucking clowns? If you're part of the Homestuck fandom, you know what the deal is with clowns. Melody the Bunny. Wait, so killer clowns, but not killer clowns. The whole context of it is, like, in Homestuck with the troll species, there is a subspecies, or technically, well, I guess they're technically subspecies of each other, but the blood color purple is usually synonymous with killer clown juggalos, which are all usually purple bloods unless they specifically bring in another blood color to join their clown church. And yes, you heard me right. You heard me correctly. Clown church. Oh, by the way, I think it was specifically yesterday or maybe last night. Mushy, correct me if I'm wrong, because you usually do. I have also been thinking of doing a art style stream, basically to show you guys how I practice different art styles. Because one method I use is actually tracing, and before anybody tries to get me on that, which I'm hoping it will, specifically, I do trace sometimes to try and learn something. It's not anything I ever post. A lot of them pretty much end up either in a reference folder or just end up getting deleted altogether. But I do trace sometimes to try and learn something. And sometimes even after I freehand it, it ends up being the pose that I was practicing for 2 days. So then I end up having, I did that with the Cyborg 009 manga style, the earliest manga style. So I ended up with 2 different characters in the same exact poses because I had been so focused on trying to learn the style that by the time I ended up trying to freehand it, I just ended up copying the pose all over again. Which happens sometimes. Stan in JoJo Lin. You mean Jolin? I like her. I don't watch JoJo, but I mean, I like her. I like her design. Doesn't make any fucking sense like the rest of the designs, but I like it. Morbid Mushroom, you insulted Harley Quinns. You don't deserve my clown Pinterest board. What the fuck was going on while I looked away from the chat? I look away from the chat and then you all, it's like hurting freaking chickens. You're all hurting chickens. I gotta get a drink of water. Teenage Dirtbag. Desi, you know the song Cupid by Jack Cyber something? Because I have OCs based off of it. Oh, that's nice. Venmo. Me when I see trolls. Doom music starts playing in my mind. Again, I look away from the chat and you guys end up just talking about clowns. Okay, what was I gonna draw next? What was I gonna draw next? I'm not gonna draw frogs. I mean, I'll probably draw frogs. Oh, I know what I was gonna draw next. I was going to draw my character Sarah as an adult, because she is 18 when most of the time when I draw her. Sometimes I'll draw her younger, so I haven't drawn her as a full-fledged 30-year-old adult yet. I lost control of my words. Morbid Mushroom, the fuck is Baltimore even? Baltimore is the name of a Simple Plan song, and I absolutely love it. Anybody says anything bad about Simple Plan can get out of my chat. because I love their music. I've been taking art seriously since high school, so like nearly 10 years at this point, and I still can't fucking draw ears. Like, I can draw them, but I can never get them positioned right. Like, when it's just the face, I can never get them positioned right. I always need to have hair drawn before I can position them correctly for the first time. Also, because somebody asked the other day on another, on a Discord server that I've been a part of for a while, they asked why I suddenly decided to, change the way I draw noses. And the simple answer to that is, again, Cyborg009. It's all their fault. All of them. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but my art style likes to change whenever I, shift interests. Whether I shift them completely or just temporarily, it makes my art style change. Another thing that the reference window is very helpful with when I bother to actually look at it, it makes it a lot easier to position things when I have them zoomed in so I can draw them. There we go. Bomber Mushroom. Every day I feel like I need to practice this part of my art, and every day I simply do not. That's a fucking mood. I do that a lot. I hate it. Melody the Bunny. The thing about characters not having noses worries me because when they eat, how do they breathe? Well, most of the time, I just assume that much like the Bratz dolls, their noses exist, we just can't see them. Teenage Dirtbag, I feel like the chat is burning down around us, and in the backyard is just some calming piano music. A little fun fact, the piano music that's playing right now, it's Studio Ghibli stuff. I couldn't find any good music that put me in the mood to draw. Most of it made me want to get up and start moving around, which isn't something that I need to be doing while drawing. I wish I could do that while I was drawing, though. I know at one point I did a quick character design study on Tumblr about how to design a character that looks young but still you can either tell that she's still an adult or how to make her look older without pulling away from the fact that she looks younger than her age. which I'm assuming you all know means that I'm talking about Amanda. And one thing I've noticed, like with character designs, is that a lot of the times to make a character look older, you like have them showing their forehead more. Like there are certain hairstyles that are synonymous with being with children. Like you don't see a lot of adults with pigtails. I know some like people do like having their hair in pigtails, no matter what their age. But usually you see it with children characters or characters that are just trying to keep their hair out of their face for a second, and then they'll like have their hair down in the next scene. But one version of it is that a lot of the times a character looks older if you have them showing their forehead a bit. So it sometimes helps if you change like where their hair parts. I guess it just depends on the character's personality too. Like if they're an elegant person, you want to give off an elegant vibe and so on. One hairstyle that I don't draw a lot, but I actually really like the way it looks is like that slightly layered look that like it's long in the front and slowly gets shorter in the back. That's something that I've always liked, and like it's not really a hairstyle that I can like maintain because it does take a bit of prep to make it look good without it looking messy. And I just like having my hair down most of the time, so. But either way, like I think it's a look that definitely looks good on an older character or a character that like used to have a lot of long wavy hair like Sarah, but like she ended up cutting her hair as she got older just because it was in the way. Teenage dirtbag, they can smell if they have a no. Ah, jeez. More. Phew. The last few months that I had my old tablet, it was like really starting to slow down to the point where it would make the drawing app freeze whenever I was trying to draw. So anytime like it looks like the app is about to freeze, I start to panic a little bit because I'm so used to it, but at the same time that's not something I want happening during a stream of all things. teenage bird bag, like instead of wake up and smell the roses, for them is wake up and eat the roses. What? Okay. Morbid Mushroom. I think a very consistent trope I use when making characters is giving them a trait that conducts with their main personality. Like a super shy and sensitive character who can throw hands. I like that. Morbid Mushroom, or a very stoic character who loves sweets and has like 12 kittens. That is completely Ingo! Like, Legends of Arceus Ingo is very stoic because, well, understandably he's very stressed, but he literally lives he potentially lives in a cave with a bunch of poisonous cats. But he's also headcanon to really like sweets. And I love that. There we go. See, this is the hairstyle I mean. It's a type of hairstyle that I really want to give to more characters with wavy hair. It's a very similar hairstyle to what I was trying to give Arceus, but one version of the hairstyle is I really like it whenever All Might puts his hair up in a downward bun, like the way his bangs are. I really like the way that looks. So a lot of the times I'll try to give it to a character because it's something that I like drawing. But sometimes I'll completely forget how it looks, and instead of looking up a reference, I'll try to draw it myself, and it won't turn out exactly how I wanted it. But it's one of those things that you learn to deal with. There you go. That looks about right. Okay. Well, it's been an hour, but I think I can do another 10 minutes. Oh, I was gonna draw the weed cat. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm probably going to stop the stream. Because, again, I need to rest my voice so I can finally finish that video that's been in progress for months. Because other than streams, it's definitely been a while since I've posted a video. And I like video work. It's fun. And I'm not saying that tiredly sarcastic. I do genuinely enjoy it. And I know a lot of you like my cross this and that videos. And I've been especially excited about this one. It's one of the few that I'm going to manage to get through even with my life being stressed. I've been able to cling on to the idea for a while. So it's definitely one that I want to finish. By the way, I am freehanding this weed cat. Probably not going to get it completely right, but I'm still going to draw it. I cannot wait for the game to come out because, I really love this kitty cat. I want this kitty cat on my team. Though, if it had been... one of my favorite Pokemon is still Chikorita. The little flower dinosaur thingy. I love it. Oh, I love the game Stray. Again, I don't play video games a lot, but I have watched other people do it. I especially like watching Ranboo do it. I love the way he screams. I think that's about right. By the way, you guys can, if any of you are worried about projects that I might drop in favor of Pokemon, I can tell you right now that if I start drawing a Nuzlocke, that's when you guys should start worrying about about whether or not I'll finish any of my other projects. Because once a Nuzlocke is started, it's all over. I'm gonna end up drawing a whole Nuzlocke comic. That's when you guys should worry. But anyways, I'm going to stop the stream here today because my throat is definitely starting to hurt even with drinking water. And I got stuff to record tonight. So with all that said, thanks to everyone who came. If you want to support me, I have a Ko-fi where you can donate $2. Or I also have a Patreon where you can see all of my stuff early. And you can also... you get different rewards with each of my Patreon tiers. Some of them are free icons or a free short fic, stuff like that. It's you can find all that stuff down in the description of most of my videos. And if you can't support me, then just share my stuff around on Tumblr, Twitter, anywhere else. It helps out a whole bunch. So, with all that said, watch out for the monsters under the bed, and I'll see all you jelly beans in the next video. Bye!